How's it digging, my shovels? This is Spade here, and today I got an underused tier battle for you, and this is another match that I had at my live stream a while back with the same team as last time, and this match was against someone by the name of Rotom Poison. And looking at the team preview, the thing that I was worried the most was the fact that which one of his pokes are Choice Scarf, because he's got a Chandelure, Heracross, and a Porygon Z, all of which are potential Choice Scarfers. So the main thing that I need to watch out for is that fact that which one of his pokes are Scarfed. So and then just kind of play around that. But anyways, for this match I decided to lead with my Crobat. I was kind of expecting the Gligar to lead to set up Stealth Rocks, but he leads with the Chandelure, and I don't want to take a potentially Choice Scarf Fire Blast, so I'm just going to make the safe play and go into my Houndoom. But it turns out that he's packing the substituting set, and at this point I was just kind of hoping that it might be just sub splits so I could take still a Shadow Ball from him easily, but it does turn out that he's running the sub 3 attack set, and he's going to go for the Hidden Power Fighting, but because he is running the leftovers, not Life Orb, he's not going to be able to take me out. And by going for the Crunch first, I was hoping to Chandelure him into that false sense of security and then go for the Pursuit on the next turn, and that plan works out beautifully as I pursued him on the way out, and now I do not need to worry about Chandelure and no more. And so in comes the Gligar, and I still have one more Life Orb hit in me, so I decided to switch out, especially since he could just roost off any damage and then just let my Houndoom die. So I was like, hey, let me go into Blastoise. Also, just in case he wants to go for the Stealth Rocks, I can spin and then force him on fearing either Scald or Ice Beam, and then just go from there. But he actually switches out, goes into his Umbreon, and then makes a wish as I go into my Mienshao, and then I'm just going to go for the U-turn because I didn't want to go for the high jump kick in case he wants to go for the Protect and just make me crash. So I was like, hey, U-turn is overall a better option because, you know, there's a chance that he's going to switch out like he does as he goes into his Galvantula. And then I'm just going to U-turn out, go into my Rhyperior to bait out the Grass-type move, and then switch out into my Crobat to resist that, and figure out what kind of set he's running, and then just go from there. And it does turn out he's running Life Orb, so I can definitely outspeed him, go for the Brave Bird, and just take him out. And yeah, because Galvantula is indeed a glass cannon, the stab Brave Bird from a Crobat is enough to take him out. So that's another big threat gone, which is great, but now in comes the Gligar again, and he was not expecting the Taunt, which I do carry, so I go for it, as he went for the Toxic, expecting me to switch out to something like Blastoise maybe. And yeah, I just shut him down, and then I'm able to go for the U-turn, get the momentum going on again, as he switches out into his Umbreon, and also get a bit of a nice super effective damage to him on the way out. And then I'm just going to go into Rhyperior because I do want to get off my chance to set up those Stealth Rocks, because there has been a lot of switching going on, and he does not have a Rapid Spinner. So even though he does get a free chance to go into his Gligar to set up his own rocks, you know, I can just spin them away, and he has no spin blocker because I already took out his Chandelure. Not like he could really spin block a Blastoise anyways. But yeah, still, that's the thing. And yeah, gonna go into Crobat as he goes for the Stealth Rocks. So in before Rocks, and then I'm just gonna taunt him to shut him down as he just randomly goes for the Roost, because I guess he has nothing better to do really. And then I'm just gonna U-turn out, which is great because now at this point I do believe I know his entire set with Toxic, Stealth Rock, Roost, and Earthquake. So I'm safe to go into Blastoise. I know he's gonna be going for the EQ, and then I'm gonna get my free chance to go for the Rapid Spin, which means I can still use my Houndoom later on for one last shot, which is actually going to come into a play later on in a moment. But anyways, rambling and moving on, in comes the Umbreon as I go for the Rapid Spin, and yeah, finally get rid of those pesky Stealth Rocks, so I'm free to switch out. I have really no reason to stay in, so I'm just going to go into my Crobat as he switches out, and he's going to go into his Porygon Z. And at this point I wasn't really sure what kind of set he was running. I was fearing that he might be Scarfed, even though I guess most Scarfers tend to run that Adaptability ability. But I still wasn't sure. I didn't want to take a risk taking an Ice Beam, so I decided to go into my Mienshao, but he does Agility on the switch, which does put me in a difficult situation because this Porygon Z now outspeeds everything on my team, and it's able to hit everything really hard. And I'm not really sure which kind of boost he got, because his name is really trolling me. And yeah, that's the thing. But luckily I did save my Houndoom for that one last hit, and I'm able to get off a powerful Sucker Punch before I go down, and that's going to bring him down to 65 HP, and I can definitely whittle him down this way much easier, because yeah, I have really, because he outspeeds everything on my team, so I kind of just need to switch around with my team, and I was kind of hoping to take an Ice Beam with my Blastoise. That's why I went into my Shaman, but I'm guessing he's just running like Dark Pulse HP fighting coverage, especially since now he does go for a Hidden Power, which is super effective, and that is most likely fighting. But still, Blastoise is able to take one hit, and Rhyperior is able to take another before taking down the Porygon Z, so that's all cool. And Houndoom definitely did do great work wearing this thing down with the Sucker Punch, and also taking down the Chandelure, so it definitely diddly-do helped out. But now he's going to be going into his Gligar again, and then he's going to double switch into his Heracross. I guess maybe expecting the Blastoise to come in, so he could just take it out. But yeah, I go into my Crobat, and even if he goes for the Stone Edge, I know I can live one. And it does turn out this thing, the Heracross, is his Choice Scarfer. But he actually goes for the Close Combat, expecting me to switch out, but I knew at full health I could take that one Stone Edge, so I was like, hey, Brave Bird all of the things. So yeah, I do take him out, and I do still get to keep my Crobat, which is great, because his last two remaining Pokemon are the Gligar and the Umbreon, so I can easily shut those things down with the Taunt, and then just kind of play around them so they are not going to be able to outstalling me anytime soon. But here I went for the Roost, because I was like, he's not gonna stay in, even though he just went for the EQ just a moment ago. But I was like, hey, let me just go for the Roost. But he still just stays in, even though being taunted and all. And he goes for the EQ, but still, because it's a Gligar, he's not gonna be able to take me out. So it's like, whatever, and I'm like, okay, let's just go for the Brave Bird then. Hit the Brave Bird button and hit everything. And he's gonna go into his Umbreon now, and the Brave Bird does look to be a 2-hit KO, so I'm just gonna go for it, as he does go for the Protect. But even despite the extra lefties recovery, I should be able to take him out, and that's why I really didn't want to go for the Roost here, because I was like, Brave Bird is gonna take him out anyways, and I really have no need to Roost at this point, and that's why I really shouldn't have roosted in the first place. But it's like, whatever. Just gonna go for the Brave Bird, and it does take him out, and now his last Pokemon is the Gligar, and I'm just gonna shut him down again with the Taunt, and just kind of getting ahead of things right here. But nothing much going on anymore. Yeah, just go for the Taunt, shut him down, and then I'm just gonna switch out, go into my Shaman, and I guess I could have just Brave Birded, but I was like, hey, let's get some action for Shaman, and take him out with that Hidden Power Ice on the following turn, and that is indeed what I proceed to do, and that will be the game. So yeah, that will be the match for today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will try to get in some new matches, because I seriously haven't battled in like an almost month or so, because the last match that I had was the April Fool's special with Knobs, and yeah, that was during April 1st, or before that, when we did it. But yeah, I'll try to get in some new matches and then post them, but this is what you get. Now, I think it was still a pretty fun match. But yeah, I'll try to get in some new matches, and we'll see what happens next week. So stay tuned for more battles then. And yeah, until then, this is TheFlamingSpade signing out. Peace.